I've got to mount my air compressor here somewhere. That there needs to get mounted. Wiring up and in through this hole here. Try and feed that up. I'm actually a bit of a pro at this. This is my 4th time feeding these wires back through. So that's my air line I've got to feed up, and the plug for the compressor. So we'll get them up. I've got a draw wire here, a bit of air line. So I'll tape everything I need to it, and hopefully come up without a problem. But it can be pretty fiddly. So this is where I have to make a decision on where to mount it. It's about as far as I can go with the wires. Last time I had a pair of needle-nose pliers to pull through. I think that's us. So the compressor wire was just ran. I went over a bar and I didn't want it to go, so I ended up pulling the step off, and I thought, well, while the step's off, let's fit the train horns back up. Haven't had them for a while, so we'll continue with that because the step's already off. So well, I can tell you right now that was a pretty unpleasant job, squeezing those things in there. But we got it in. There wasn't much room in there. Oh, well, it's good to have that done. Now we'll move back onto the air compressor. Get out of the dirt. Alright, well, I've pulled the back off the air compressor. I'm going to nut it right there with, what's that, 6 8mm bolts. So let's see how this goes. So I stole those bolts out of the little side steps on the old tub. And that's rock solid. That went a lot better than I thought it was going to. Well, I suppose we try and get it on. It went too well. I feel like it's going to get a lot harder. Remember how I said that went too easy? Yeah, well, I did. The bolts are just slightly touched in the back of the air compressor, so I'm having to sort of really jam it on to get these little tiny little nuts in there. And it is not easy. That's the air compressor mounted. It's rock solid. Real happy with that. So I'll put a bit of stuff here on. Getting air leaks. Done. put it under there because it gets a bit of protection from the weather. I've actually had, it's my second one of them. The last one I had got too much water in it and just stopped working, blew all the fuses. So this one has been a bit better protected, which is good. Might just, I don't know, I'll see how that goes. It's sort of pretty, see if it flops around, but job done.